I show you now, That's Job, I show you now do him thing. Well, him there, I show me too. Yeah, people, because you know, say, well, they are learn too. So, him I go show you how him plant for him potato slip them. And we are going to see him do it. Yeah, man. Yeah, so what I did, as you already see where I do the forking. So what I'm doing right now is kind of level the bed away after making a trench behind the bed. So, you know, level it away. There you go. Make sure it's everything okay. So push back, you can push back the dirt a little bit like what you see I'm doing near the trench, but leave a space where if it, you know, get too much rain, then you have a somewhere there, you know, where the water can be containable, or you can run it out.
So you don't want the bed too wide?
No, the bed is this bed where I do here now is I'm gonna be, I'll show you how why I do this kind of bed, because of the potato that I have. So we do some explanation. You don't want it no bigger than this, because if you have to weed, you know, you can stretch over the weed, and then I'm just demonstrating of just one row, but you know, the next bed you make it at least another between, you know, give yourself some space. So you start the bed here again, so you have the space to walk, and you can come this side and you can go that side between your beds. So you always leave a little space in between your beds, so that you can walk and you don't have to walk into the forking of the dirt. Also, just one bed I'm making right now just to show you, and then I would take you to a demonstration.
Yeah, because Rasta they already plant some over there.
So we're gonna take a walk over the Okay, so here we go. These are the running vine that hang over the beds. As you can see, before I take off the running vine, I'll show you. The bed is about 3 feet apart. We can see, there you go, 3 feet apart. That's the bed. So you can go both ways, and you have the space where you walk between. Don't watch you walking on the vine or the potato in between the trench, because that's okay. So I'm ready to get some of the slip from the outside, from the bed. I can take from the bed, but do not pull anything from the bed. I'll show you, if you want to take something from inside of the bed, you go like this. See this? You can just cut off that, because that is just a limb. And this you just plant it as it is. I'll show you how.
Yeah.
So anything that plant in the bed not supposed to be cut off.
As you can see, I already have some root to grow. So you know that one here good for plant.
Bed, you don't from the bed, you take from the outside. These are the runners from the outside. I'm cutting off. There you go. So I'm taking off the runners to replant. So that right now you still have your bed lined in, see your bed. So you're taking off what's running from outside. These potatoes don't bear like that. They don't bear on the runner. Okay. This may be enough. Okay, here we go. We're gonna prepare the slip to plant. So here you are. This is where I cut off from the potato, and this is the length of the slip, and this is the head, the head of the potato where it runs and grows. So I show you how you do things now. So what you do, you put that down there and you cut from where you cut off. Okay, right where you see this root here, this little root, this little piece right here, you take that off. Okay, and you catch your length. So you look at it, what length you want. This length is okay. So you cut it off again. If you notice, I cut it off right here on a root, and I'm cutting it off right here on a root. There you go. So I'll take you, that's a root again. So you come up and you find the space or the length you want, about that length, and you cut off again at the root. Okay. When you finish cutting off at the root, all of them at the root, this here, all of this here, if you notice how close it is to the root, this here will show you this part goes into the ground. And if you notice how I cut this, I leave this piece here from the root, and I leave this piece here. This will tell you that this part must be out of the ground. The stump where the root is goes down into the ground, and the piece that you see from the root to up here, that leaves outside. That means if you're going to plant, if you plant it like this.
Yeah, well, you don't no plant, you go plant, you know.
If you plant it like this,
that's true. So you know,
it won't grow. But if you plant it like this, where the stump, where the roots are, you're going to grow. Yeah. So I'm just demonstrating to you how you cut the slip, how you make the ends, that you can know which end to plant. So that's what I'm demonstrating to you now, how I do the potato slip. So I'm going to be cutting now what I can to plant. So if you notice, slip root to root. Notice you still have that piece here. Don't worry about this. This is what I'm going to tell you. Because if you cut off it up here, and then you happen to plant it the other way, it won't grow. You got to come from which part you cut it off the root down in the bed, and continue from the root. So I won't make a mistake no matter how much I cut and throw down. There you go. You can't make a mistake. Just cut them the length you want them. They can cut up to 8 inches or 12 inches, any how long you want them, see?
8 or 12 inches.
Just your imagine, or you really would like to see them, how you want to cut them. You know, because some of them, when you cut them now, as long as they are, you know, they start sending out vine like that. And as soon as you send out vine like that, that's roots gonna come down. And all this roots gonna come down in the soft dirt now. Then you will get most of the plant from the root. I'll make a demonstration and show you on that. So there you go. Now this soft piece, now you take off. There you go, and then you catch your roots again. There you go. Okay, because this is near to the smaller part of the vine, I'm gonna plant it by itself as it is. So there you go. That already cut off on the root. So continue cutting them down. There you go, another one. So just follow me what I'm doing. Follow me. There you go. Alright. Just about coming to the end of it. Okay, this can plant like this.
Yeah, fire. So this is how your full demonstration how you cut your potato slips them, right?
Yeah, this
sweet potato slip.
Yeah, this is how you cut them. So you don't have to join them, because as soon as you take them up, you realize this is the end to plant and this is the end. We don't have any joint.
Yeah.
So you know. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna plant. And this is a good way too, you see? My bed is not so So what I'll do now, I'll plant and show you. So because of the earth is so soft, now you go like that.
Yeah, so you leave the head out like this.
Yes, that's how I leave it out like that. You can put 3 if you want to put 3. Because this potato mostly grow from the root. From the root. So even if you plant it here and it runs off, yeah, you may get a potato of the root, but definitely you'll find most of the potato growing in the root. So that's why I'm putting 3. Go. And I plant them about 12 inches apart.
Yeah, so viewers and subscribers, 12 inches apart is
I
okay.
plant them.
Yeah.
Now it's up to you where you want to put, how wide you want to put your thing, because like I said, every mind think different how they in farming. The only difference is we get the same result. You plant potato, and when the potato is ready, you're gonna get potato. That's the only difference. That's not only difference. You get the same result, but everybody think different how they want to plant. So that's what I learned about farming. I think I could get some more slips, so that's no problem. The plant over that I have here right now. Uh-huh. Yep. Well, like how it's rainy season now. The dirt is just soft and nice. As soon as they go in, you will see them rise. They just rise and get going because the time is wet and cool. Winter time. These potatoes, we may end up getting these potatoes way up in summer.
So you may go ready way up in a
Way up
summer
in the
next.
summer because it takes. Remember, I plant those from August, eh?
Yeah.
And now we're in December. So
So mostly August time you harvest
not,
sweet potatoes, right?
not necessarily. It depends on when you plant them.
Okay.
That's why I tell you, when you get this little piece of sweet potato in up in the summertime.
So it's like a 6-month
Yeah,
process.
yeah, how would I say that? I never. It's the first time I'm really going into this potato because I got the slip from somebody and I plant it there for the purpose of to plant piece of potato. So what I'm doing right now is my thing. So I realized I learned about it first. What I learned is potato it mostly grow off the root. And this potato, when it bears, some of them can very huge, like 14 pounds. They're very huge potato. When they bear inside have a little bit whitish and purple. Very good eating potato. So I'm gonna,
Sweet potato.
yeah, very good eating sweet potato. I liked it, and it's very hard to die. It stays long no matter what because it carries out a lot of long root. So even if you pull the slip off, it's very hard to die. That potato is very hard to die. From when I have this potato and it was in bush, and I take the slip them out of the bush, and it's still growing same way. It doesn't die easy. And they make good. They heat good. They give you a good heat from this. Okay, so let's finish up. You know the goodness of the sweet potato, what it does. I'm gonna get a few little bit more piece right here and put them in. So, and I can say, you know what the good sweet potato we get from the nice sweet potato. Some good old sweet potato pudding. And that's one of Jamaican finest baking potato pudding with coconut juice and other ingredients like cinnamon, nutmeg, You know, all them things there, you know, the good old Jamaican thing them. We know how to deal with them, you know. We have them things there. So planting sweet potato is for all different type of purposes. For making pudding, for eating, cook and eat. I love my sweet potato. I really nature my sweet potato. So if you wanna buy sweet potato for that much and you can plant it, then go ahead and buy. But the best thing for you to do, plant a little seed for yourself. As long as you have the land can do it, plant what you eat. So yeah, well with this potato now, like I said, it carries some long vines like that, very long vine, and then they start swelling right up to become a potato. So the potato will be long, just long potatoes, and they're
so like about 3 foot.
no, not necessarily
2 foot.
3 foot, but they have their way. Some of them come round, but some of them come long.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so we are gonna do a video with that with when
this potato was
Ras Joe harvest.
yeah, this potato was planted in mid-August, which is maybe the last 2 weeks in August.
So it was 4 months ago.
Yeah. So coming into the rain, so that when you plant in the dry time like August, because you know you're coming into the rain season, September, October. Well, because of things change so much, you don't get much rain in September anyway. You know, I'm from the St. Anne's area, but in St. Mary, I realize you don't get rain in September. You get rain in October. But in St. Anne's, where I'm from, as soon as September come in, rain starts season. So you start harvesting everything from July until August. Whatever you have, corn, peas, take them in, because as soon as rain come, September come in, that's it. Rain season. But I kind of find it different here over in St. Mary. The weather is kind of different.
Only heap of sweet potato is still for you.
Not much, but the beds are long. All of that from way over there to here is one bed. That's how I make my bed. So there's a lot of root in here. So I will get some good potatoes out of it. Understand? And here goes a new field right now. But I was rebuilding. Everything is up. Everything just beautiful. The only thing right now, rain is falling, so you know you're gonna get everybody growing. The grass that you don't want to grow in your field, they are striving now because they have rain. But in the difference, look at the young bananas that was suffering of growth. Here they are. Everybody's coming up now. So what you will do now is go through, clean what you can clean, and make the plants all without feeding off of your roots of your plants. So viewers and subscribers, this is the way Ras Joe plant his potato, and that's the result over there.
Yeah.
What I'm getting, it's beautiful. So this is how I do it. So within another 2 or 3 weeks, possibly less than that, because of cool time, non-rainy season, you will see everybody start giving you something like this. You see them coming like this. So you know, once you see them coming like this, you know the root is catching down there. So everything is get ready to go. Well, I'm gonna finish cleaning up and putting some cassava. So that is another event that I'm gonna be doing, planting cassava. It's very good. Cassava is a very good root that I realize for you know, young men like me, the prostate, good for prostate. So
So this is where we are gonna leave it until the next time. You don't know, farming with Rasta. And this video was just mainly for sure. You know, people them how Ras Joe plant theme potato slips them. You know, theme technique. So I'm gonna leave it right here so for to the people. See you again in another video. Remember to like, subscribe and leave a comment. You know if you like the video, if you like the farm. You know you go already farm with Rasta. Peace.
these potatoes don't grow like, don't bear like.